Hello everyone, and happy Halloween. Today I will deliver the unfortunate news to you that Sonic Eclipse Online is never coming back. That is right. Never. Why, do you ask? You have to consider the reason that it was taken down in the first place. The game was deleted because of a DMCA request from Sega themselves, making it the first Sonic fan game to have ever been DMCA'd by Sega and taken off of the internet. The reason for this was the allegations prior to him actually committing anything. SEO is never coming back. In its development, it was already not going to be released due to the hurdles met by Dr. Rofatnik's simple incompetence. He was not a good game developer. He never was, and he was never going to finish the project. What he did do is get $100,000 from Patreon. Over $100,000 in donations because people wanted to see the game, knowing that he would never make it. There is a press release from Wednesday, August 30th of 2023. New Jersey man sentenced to 15 years in federal prison after grooming minor online and transporting her across state lines via Uber for intercourse. Arnold Castillo, 23, of Patterson, New Jersey, has been sentenced to 15 years in federal prison after pleading guilty to transportation of a minor with intent to engage in criminal activity and coercion and enticement of a minor. According to court documents, from January to May 2022, Castillo used a false identity. It is saying Jacob Shedletsky, but he went by Jaden Shedletsky most of the time, to communicate with and groom a 15-year-old girl via social media and gaming applications such as Instagram, Roblox, and Discord. Castillo engaged in grooming behaviors such as buying the girl's anime artwork using Cash App and purchasing other high-value items on Amazon, such as an artist glove for a drawing tablet, a Mac Smart tablet drawing stand, and a Wacom Mobile Studio Pro 13 Windows 10 computer to be delivered to her parents' home in Indiana. Castillo intentionally led the girl to believe that he had the ability to connect her to employment opportunities in the online gaming industry and used this leverage to engage in explicit conversations with her. Castillo coerced and persuaded the girl into believing they were in love and that her family was her enemy. And if you've ever seen videos by Moist Critical, you will know that this is not the first time this occurred. There were multiple cases.
The Roblox pressured us to delete our video. They covered someone in here that I think is the same guy that we're talking about right now, who's facing the 2 life sentences. Yeah, responding to the document allegations. Okay, so then this is someone we learned about. I really thought it was familiar. Yeah, because the Jeter Man YouTube channel.
Apologizing for the things I've said.
Yeah.
I know I shouldn't have said those things regardless of the context. Moving forward, I will not have this behavior.
Okay. So this guy finally got justice delivered then from the sound of things here.
You're the reason I'm going to end up behind bars. Wow, that went huge swirl. These are just a few of the messages on
Oh, he wasn't wrong.
And she wasn't the only one.
My sense of humor has always been very harsh, dark humor, if you will. And while it doesn't excuse my behavior, it does reveal that I had no intention on moving on any of the things I said.
I can just hear the fedora in his voice. Right now he's got a pinky up as he's saying these things. Ugh. Christ.
By the way,
During these conversations, Castillo discussed his plans to arrange for the girl to travel from Indiana to New Jersey so they could be together and engage in activity. Castillo used the Uber application to find and hire a driver in New Jersey to transport the girl the 700 miles to his residence. Castillo paid the driver $500 through Cash App before they left New Jersey, and another $500 in cash when they returned with the victim. When the girl arrived at Castillo's New Jersey residence, Castillo sexually abused her on multiple occasions and used Uber to have others purchase or attempt to purchase the Plan B pill to prevent the child from becoming pregnant. For days, Castillo kept the girl in New Jersey and continued to abuse her, knowing that her family and law enforcement were desperately searching for her. In a recorded phone interview on May 5th of 2022, Castillo lied to law enforcement officers, stating that he had no idea where she was and that she must have ran away from home. On May 11th, 2022, 8 days after the girl was reported missing, agents of the FBI recovered her from Castillo as the two were walking in front of his residence. At the time of his arrest, Castillo had several unopened condoms in his pocket. Castillo admitted to law enforcement agents that he kept the victim in his care, custody, and control in a small room and controlled her movements in and out of the room. He also controlled her access to food and basic necessities, knowing that she had no financial resources or ability to travel back to Indiana. There's a quote from the U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of Indiana, Zachary A. Myers, stating, "No parent should have to endure 8 torturous days not knowing if their child is alive or dead, only to learn that a stranger used social media and other online tools to groom their child and spirit them across the country. This defendant is a stone-cold, manipulative child predator who used the tools of social media and gaming